Hi, media. Can I talk to you?
No, you need to get out.
Well,
you need to get out.
No, I don't.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here.
So, the University of Missouri's leadership voted yesterday to fire communications professor Dr. Melissa Click. I couldn't be more pleased with this news. Honestly, didn't expect the university to have enough spine to hold Click responsible for her actions, but the board of curators decided to remove Click by a vote of 4-2. If you've seen the video, it's just amazing the things that she does to try to encourage the students to act against the student reporters that were there trying to cover what was going on with the concerned student in 1950.
You need to back up if you're with the media. You need to get out. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here. Help me get him out.
I don't know why these people thought that they could protest in a public space and then somehow be free from being photographed or videoed or covered in any way. You're in a public space. It just goes without saying. It's like you have an expectation of privacy in your own home. It's a completely different story when you're out in public. There is no expectation of privacy in a public space. If you're out in public, you have to assume that you're going to be videoed or heard in some way. Every gas station's got cameras.
You don't have a right to take our photos.
Fast food restaurants have cameras.
You don't have a right to take our photos.
Buses, public transportation has cameras.
You don't have a right to take our photos.
There are cameras literally everywhere, so whenever you walk out your front door, that's where your expectation of privacy ends. I also don't know why you would go as far to want to occupy a public space at a university and then not want the attention that would come with doing such a thing. To get back to Melissa Click, though, she encouraged students to be physical with these student reporters. I don't know how she thought she was going to keep her job. I mean, you're on video doing these things, actively encouraging muscle to come over and move these people out of the way. It's completely ridiculous. It just goes without saying. Particularly, the thing that irritates me is when the blonde woman comes and basically shoves herself in front of one of the student reporters and accuses him of invading her personal space.
There's no law. You know what? Let's back up about personal space.
While they walk forward, and then the students make a joke of it. It's our right to walk forward.
It's our right to walk forward, isn't it? I believe it's my right to walk forward.
Like some spoiled little punks.
Well, you know what? She gets to decide if she's going to talk to you or not. She doesn't need to talk to me. I don't want her to talk to me. She doesn't want to see you. I don't want her to talk to me. I know that. You need to back up.
I know that.
In this video, it's just troubling to see how the students basically are just throwing a temper tantrum. It's like, you can't be in our circle, so we're gonna push you out.
These students are walking forward. This is the direction that we are walking. So
You're pushing me. They're pushing me.
Now talk to you.
Everyone's not my man. Don't talk to me.
All right, don't push me.
Yo.
I'm not pushing you.
I mean, I don't even care if they wanted to put their arms up or try to hold up signs or whatever.
Take a good picture of this.
Do that, but it's the second that they try forming this circle and start pushing forward. Anyway, back to Melissa Click. It's troubling how pervasive that social justice has become in public universities. To have teachers come out like this in a way that they actually encourage physical resistance to basically just being documented for posterity's sake. It would be one thing if Melissa Click was just merely holding the opinion or even showing up there in support of the students. I don't particularly have a problem with that as far as her being a university professor. The problem comes is when she encourages students to violate another student's rights. When she encourages them to push them out of the way, demands that the freedom of press not be allowed in that public space. And she's supposed to be a communications professor. That's at the point where the university needed to take action and stand in opposition.
You need to go now.
The Missouri State Legislature sent a petition to the University of Missouri requesting the firing of Melissa Click. This petition was signed by basically all Republican legislators, and then 100 of her colleagues sent a petition in support of Melissa Click. And the troubling thing for me on this is how her colleagues could support her encouraging of students infringing on other people's rights, and that only the people that stood in opposition to her from the state of Missouri legislature, that it was only Republicans, that there wasn't any just, plain liberals that aren't part of the regressive left that would be interested in supporting her termination. I can't comprehend for the life of me how someone could possibly support her continuing a teaching position as a communications professor, when she's basically advocating students to use physical harm to another person to not allow them to record. She's demanding freedom of press not be honored, and she should know better.
This is public property.
Yeah, I know, that's a really good one. I'm a communication faculty, and I really get that argument. But you need to go. You need to go. You need to go.
If you're going to interact in that way, then you're not fit to hold that position. And they were merely photographing, documenting what was going on there.
Are you documenting? What are you
I'm
doing?
documenting.
Okay, well.
I think it's funny. You need to move.
I have a job to do. I'm documenting this for a national news organization.
I, for the life of me, don't understand why you'd be out there protesting if you didn't want the attention.
Don't let those